Good morning, everybody. Welcome to it's kind of a restart of the Crypto Blast. So we'll call it the first Crypto Blast, where Cam will give you the ultimate rapid fire update on crypto markets. And the premise I believe we're going for is obviously pricing and flows, some particular news that's breaking out that Cam's going to tell us all about, and just the general market outlook for the day. Before he does, I'll obviously get the legals out of the way because I don't want to be called up and sharing a cell with SBF. So before we start, obviously anything discussed in this Spaces session does not induce trading or investment advice or infer any kind of endorsement by PIQ Global Limited, showing PIQ or PIQ Suite, that of myself or Cam. Basically, if you do make a trading decision based on what is said on this show, you're pretty much bonkers. But anyway, Cam, how are you?
I'm all right, Ryan. How are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I'm looking forward to understanding what's going on in crypto today. So crack on.
Oh, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Right, let's get into it. That's why you're here. Hopefully, if you're not, maybe go on to the morning blast or
Yeah,
something like
exactly. You come here looking for
that.
like recipes, and you made a bit of an error.
I don't know. Go comment in the section below if you want some recipes for next time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. So BTC moved 3.7% from yesterday's lows to the high of day, reaching a high of $88,730. That's not too bad. Levels not seen since the 7th of March. BTC
Oh,
has since retraced down to 87,000 as the US wakes up. Ethereum jumped up an impressive 6.3% yesterday, reaching a high of $2,101. ETH remains above the 2K mark currently, as the price of ETH remains at around $2,065. As we move down the market cap list, we won't get into too much detail, but we'll just cover some prices. Solar is currently trading at $142. XRP is trading at $2.43. Doge at 18 cents, and BNB is trading at $636. So moving across to the US spot ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs totaled a net inflow of $84.1 million yesterday, while the Ethereum spot ETF stayed flat on the day. So no interest in Ethereum yesterday. Sad day for ETH.
none. What a ginger stepchild.
It seems that way at the moment, especially sentiment on X. If you believed it. All right. So, news headlines over the last 24 hours that you may have missed. We're going to include one from 2 days ago as well, because I think it's poignant. So, final court rulings, this is coming from the US Treasury, say that it's unnecessary in the Tornado Cash lawsuit after removing the crypto mixer from the sanctions list. So, there you go. Good news for the Tornado Cash. I
Yeah,
didn't think
exactly
I'd see that headline coming anytime soon. Sailor, this is probably a big one that everybody paid attention to. Sailor announced that Strategy purchased an additional 6,911 BTC between March the 17th and 23rd at an average of $84,529. The total investment in dollar value was $584.1 million. They now hold over 506,000, 100,000 BTC, and it equates to just over, I'm talking tick over, 2.4% of Bitcoin circulating supply. If anybody's wondering what Sailor's on about, he's trying to target 4% of circulating supply of Bitcoin. So keep your eyes pierced, because he's obviously going to be trying to intensify his purchasing power
Yeah.
over the next couple of years, trying
Can't
to
stop,
target
won't
that
stop.
4%. He can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, right. An old coin, Litecoin, LTC, now available on Telegram wallet. So, you can trade it, you can sell it, you can buy it, you can send it to your mates, do whatever you want, but not if you live in the US. This is
Oh.
only available to non-US Telegram users.
That was very bittersweet, that news. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. Oh, not in the US.
Yeah, oh, it applies to me. It's fun. So, an exciting news story. According to Bloomberg, crypto exchange Kraken is working with Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan on a potential debt raise of up to $1 billion, dollars to support expansion efforts. Note that this isn't for operational needs. So good sign for the company there. They're also considering an equity raise. Kraken, if you didn't know, is preparing for a potential IPO as early as the first quarter of next year. Probably, yeah, going to be in the US amid more favorable US regulatory environments.
Yeah, I was about to ask where do we think that they'll IPO? But I think you're right. Yeah, I think the money, the smart money, must be on the US, given the Trump and very much accommodating over there at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I would love it for it to be in the UK.
But they
I
were one
just
of the
feel like
first,
it.
sorry, they were
Go
one
on.
of the first who got like officially like recognised and registered and all above board in the UK, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah, they
It,
were.
it
Yeah,
would be a nice
was
story that they're also it's also where they list, but I know it's not really crypto related, but the LSEG, London Stock Exchange Group, they're an absolute shower of shit at the moment. So I'm surprised anyone wants to list there, unfortunately.
sad times.
Sad times indeed.
Another news story that kind of went under the radar this the other day. This is what I was mentioning, we preluded to. Right. Brace yourself, guys, because if you haven't listened to this already, if this has kind of gone past your radar, it's going to be quite shocking. So Crypto.com released 70 billion CRO tokens from a burn pile. Now, these
That's
tokens were
with a B,
burned.
yeah?
Yeah,
Billion.
yeah, billion.
Right.
These tokens were burned in 2021. So, for those that don't quite understand what this is in reference to, is burning tokens is a tactic used to just reduce the circulating supply. So, by doing this, Crypto.com just diluted their circulating supply of their own token by 70%.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. I was kind of trying to keep up with what you're saying, and then I think it might have dawned on me what's happened. So they basically resurrected like dead tokens.
Yes, that's
So
exactly what happened.
like literally Phoenix from the flames, considering they were burnt. See what I did there?
Yeah, yeah.
How are
Yeah,
they
so
allowed
back.
to do this? How?
Well, all right. So this is so Zach XBT, who's if you don't know him, is a like a blockchain investigator. He's been on the horn this morning, absolutely going nuts.
I'm not
Basically,
surprised.
in 2021, they voted to burn. It was around 70% of the circulating supply, and they were like, we're going to send this to an address that we don't have access to. So the trust in the community is okay. All right. So these tokens are gone forever. However, they held a vote just a few weeks back to I suppose everybody who has voting rights. However, if you
Yeah.
look at the voting rights, Crypto.com has the majority stake, so it doesn't really matter. So I think this is where the trust element comes into play. And they voted to reintroduce these. Yeah, lack of. They voted to reintroduce these coins into the circulating supply. So at the second point, they're going, oh, we actually do have access to these tokens. Would we like to reintroduce them to the circulating supply?
It's almost like they were never actually burnt in the first place.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. They'll just move to a wallet that wasn't going to be touched for a few years.
Yeah, exactly. They've moved to like a hidden segregated wallet. So that's not burning them. It might maybe I'm just being an idiot, but well, I usually am. But in my head, burning them was basically just putting them into a file and then like deleting the file. Yeah. So does this have ramifications into the trust of him? I'm doing air quotes, but obviously no one can see me doing fucking air quotes because it's recorded. But I'm doing air quotes for like burnt tokens, because if Coinbase, if Crypto.com can do it, what's stopping the less scrupulous people unburning tokens?
Well, that is exactly it. It raises a lot of questions, and I think it's going forward. It's going to have ramifications. And I think maybe if you are investing in a project and they have previously burned tokens, maybe do a bit more due diligence and find out, were these burned tokens sent to a burning site, because there are third parties which handle this. There are third parties that handle most burnings, and they basically destroy these tokens to where they can't be accessed by anybody, or have this particular entity decided, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to burn these, but we're going to move these and spread these out into a series of wallets that we don't have the keys for. Yeah, exactly. But if you do due diligence, hopefully, especially you'd someone, major institutional player like Crypto.com, this would have been outlined as a possibility going forward in the future. But obviously, it just wasn't, in the media headlines. So it's something I'm going to be digging into a little bit more.
Well, it just sounds bonkers that, yeah, it's like, it kind of like undermines the whole burning process, right?
100%.
I'm not as stupid as I look then. Well, quiet. Stop it. No, but that is mad.
All right. Yeah, exactly. So we'll move on. So it's still
Yeah.
crypto.com related. To another crypto.com headline, one that we've talked about in the morning blast briefly. Trump Media and Technology Group signed and this is probably the important part, non-binding agreement with crypto.com to launch a series of ETFs and ETPs under the Truth Financial brand, covering digital assets and made in America themed securities, whatever that means. TMGG, they already plan to invest just around $250 million with a B of its own funds into these projects. With custody, if you're interested, provided by Charles Schwab.
Oh, we do like a bit of Schwab over here on PIQ. They are one of our
Exactly.
partner networks. There you go. Nice little completing the circle there, joining the dots. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We've tied into this is where the weaving comes in. We've tied into crypto.com stories. Now we're going to tie into World Liberty Financial stories.
Love it.
A stable coin called World Liberty Financial USD with the ticker USD1 was launched on the BNB chain yesterday. Now, World Financial posted on their official X account that USD1 is not currently tradable, so beware of scams, and they'll keep everybody updated with what's happening on their X account. But if you're quick enough, because it's all on the blockchain, you can pretty much spot it. So we were pretty quick to the story yesterday. 2 minutes after it went live on the BNB chain, managed to get that out and go, oh, what's going on here? CZ ended up getting involved because quite quickly there were a lot of meme coins that got launched on BNB with the USD1 theme. So I think a lot of people got rugged, but it's good to note that USD1 is a stable coin. So if you are looking to buy it,
Check
and
the
they
chart.
said that it's not out yet, check the chart. If it's not $1, maybe step back for a minute.
Look, see, this is the kind of crypto tips that I need. So I appreciate this.
Yeah, if it's trading at like 10 cents, maybe maybe just
Maybe not a
don't. I
stable,
don't know.
not so stable coin.
Exactly. Yeah. I think there was a lot of people that said they're going to try and depeg it as soon as it goes live, but who knows? Moving on, we've got just a couple more stories and headlines coming out. Kentucky's Bitcoin rights bill passed into law yesterday. Polymarkets enables Solana, so ticker SOL deposits, expanding beyond its USDC only model via Polygon. And BlackRock introduces its Bitcoin ETPs in Europe today, providing institutional and retail investors with regulated access to crypto markets. So major news here over in Europe. We'll probably finish on that one.
Awesome. No, I think I think the rise of regulatory access to these markets is crucial. Although there could be some argument to be made that it kind of goes against the original premise of crypto. The fact that basically it seems like people are kind of keen for it to be regulated and keen for governments to get involved, which kind of feels like it goes against the original premise. But at the moment, I think no one really cares as long as the price goes up, right? So that's how it feels.
I think that's it.
Like,
The yield of price going up.
Yeah, we don't care about the dream anymore. We just want to make money. But no, that's awesome. Well, Cam, thank you so much. Like I said, we'll call this the official first Crypto Blast, the first of many. Obviously, Cam is the newest member to the PIQ family as well, which is awesome. Plenty of more exciting crypto stuff coming out from that partnership. Listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to our first one. We hope you enjoyed it. Perhaps put a smile on your face, perhaps gave you a bit of value for the day. And we hope to see you tomorrow. So take care. Goodbye.
See you later.